there, my fellow craft creators. This is Jen from Ritzie Custom Designs. I hope y'all are having a blessed day. I had a few of you ask me how I made the purple, maroon, and gold wreath with the bouquet in the center. And I'm going to show you how I made the petals and how I made the wreath. I'll show you my supplies first. I start off with a 12-inch wire frame, and I've got the plastic canvas. Now I cut this down from a larger piece by putting this over top of the canvas, and I drew with my Sharpie on the inside of the first little wire frame there, and when I got all the way around, I used my scissors and I cut it down. I've got my bouquet. I've got my zip ties, my glue gun, my foam for the center, my rubber bands. I use those to hold my petals. You'll see that. My sealer, and I've got my purple, gold, and maroon mesh, which I used a wood burning tool to cut into 10 by 10 inch pieces. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach my plastic canvas to my wire form, and I'll be right back and we'll get started on those petals. Alrighty. Okay, please excuse the box that I have my phone resting on. My tripod was acting goofy, so I'm going to try to do this, and I hope I can. Alright, so what I'm doing is the basic petal fold, and how you do that is you get your 10-inch piece, you bring this to about the middle, and then you take the other corner and bring it up, and then you just simply bring it together and fold it over, and you'll be able to fix it up once you got it together. But once you fold it over, it's going to kind of look like this, but you can twist that and bring it up. And some people use chip clips, some people use clothespins. I use rubber bands to hold my ends together, like that. And then you've got your petal. And I wonder if I can get it to stay like this. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I think I've got it, okay, so I think I've got it set up better to where you can see it a little bit better, but that is what the petal will end up looking like, and I'll do a couple more of these so that you all can see. I'm just grabbing another piece of my 10 by 10 inch Polypro Mesh, and again, you just lay it out, and you take this end and bring it about halfway, and then you get this end and bring it up about halfway, kind of just overlap it a little bit, and then just bring them together in the middle and bring it on up, but then you twist that one over, kind of just lay it over on top of the other one, and get your rubber band or chip clip, clothespin, whatever you use. Get these together, and then you've got your petal. And then I'll do one more of these, and then I'm just going to get a bunch of them done, finish it on up, and show you how I put my zip ties on my form over there. Okay, so this one, I'm going to take it and bring it just to about the center, and bring this end up, just overlap it just a little bit, and then pull it on together. And bring it up, small little twist.
I thought it...
And then we get a rubber band. And we do the same thing.
Is it possibly already installed there or no?
And so I'm going to finish up my petals, and I'll be back to show you how to attach them. Okay, I've got my maroons done, so I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the gold. And what we do, again, 10 by 10 inch Polypro Mesh. I got it from Hobby Lobby. You just bring the top corner down to about the middle, bring the bottom corner up, overlap it just a little bit, and this was actually the very end of the roll, so this is going to be really curlicued like that, but I'll make it work. And then you bring it up, and again, this is the basic petal that I did. And I'll make this prettier and snip off that fray there. Now, using the wood burning tool really helps with the fraying. It really keeps it down. But there we go. Kind of see that? Okay. And I'll make one more. Well, I just dropped my form. And then bring the top corner down about halfway in the middle and take that bottom corner up and just overlap it a little tiny bit and just bring it on together. And then fold it up to where it's like that, and then twist that one over. And then just get whatever it is you're using, your rubber band, your clothespin, your chip clip, whatever you got. And just bring it in, and I'll pretty this one up too with my scissors. Get those little frays off there. And I'm going to go ahead and get all my golds done. And I'll be back and we'll do a couple purples together. I'll be back. Hi there. Okay, I'm back. Hi there, everybody. My fellow creative crafters. Yeah, something like that. Alright, so I'm doing a few purple. Again, 10 by 10 inch Polypro Mesh. And you bring the top down to about the middle. Overlap the bottom just a little bit. And just bring it together. And then pull it up. And twist the back one. And put it together with whatever it is you're using to hold it. To hold it together. And you'll get your pretty little purple one. And I'll do one more of those, and then I'll finish up these purples right quick. And then we'll put them on the form. Alrighty. Take from the top, bring it to the middle. Take it from the bottom, overlap it just a bit, and scrunch it all together. Bring it up, twist it, and put your little holding device on. And you'll have your pretty little purple petal. Alrighty, I'm going to finish these up and I'll be back to show you how to put them on the form. Okay, I'm back. So I've gone ahead and put my zip ties on. I started on the, if this is 1, 2, 3rd ring up, and I put one at the crossbars here, 2 on the inside, and then 1 on the crossbars, and I did that the whole way around, so you can see that. And I'm going to start off with my purple. Now I may add another one, I'm not sure, I'll see when I get these in. So you just put it in and zip it on. And again, I am sorry, I wish my tripod wasn't being a little goofy booger. But get that zip tied on. Just bring your next one on over. And get your next set of petals. And I like to try to make sure my zip ties are going the same way. It may just be an OCD thing. I don't know. But I'm sure all of us crafters understand that. Yeah, I probably am going to put another one in. But that's alright, because I can show you how easy it is to put a zip tie on. So, that one, and let me put one more. Alrighty, crafters. So we got our purples on. I went ahead and moved one row down to add my maroons. And I put zip ties on, and I just lost a petal, but that's okay. So I'll just put a couple of these on. Just zip tie them on there good. And then go to your next one. And I've got them spaced in between the purples. So when you're doing it, you can kind of see that it will help keep them spaced apart once I start getting them in there well. And I'm going to go ahead and put all these in. And when I'm ready to start on the gold, I'll come back. Alrighty, so we've got our maroon on, got our purple on. We're coming on along quite nicely, I think. Okay, so now what I've done, I have actually gone just below the very first ring on the wire form. I went just below and actually zip tied through the canvas, and I did that to put my gold on. So I'll put in a few of these golds, and then I'll come back to you again. But let me see, just zip it on in there really well, and then toward the end, you all know about this, coming back and fluffing it up and making it pretty. So that, and I'll get one more in just to kind of show you, and make sure you're putting it in the right way. I almost put it in the wrong way before, but I didn't. I caught myself. So, and sometimes this plastic will kind of make it difficult to get your zip ties to want to close for you. So sometimes you got to work with it. But for the most part, it's pretty darn easy. Alrighty, so I'm going to finish up this, and then I'm going to put in one more row of zip ties just on the inside of the gold, and I'll put one more row of purple, and then we'll put the bouquet in. Alrighty, I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our gold in, our maroon, our purple. Now we're going to do one more row of purple, which I put my zip ties just below the gold, and that will leave me room to put that in. So I'm just going to put a couple of these in just to show you. And it's going to kind of fold up, but that's okay. It just gets pushed on down. And then just get a couple in. And when I've got all these in, I will be right back to you. Okay, crafters. So we got our final row purple in with the gold, the maroon, the purple. Got that all looking good. Now it's time to add our pretty flowers into the center. So what I've done, I put my foam in the center, and I just zip tied that sucker right on there. I poked holes in the foam using a paintbrush, and I just zip tied it on to the plastic canvas. Now what I'm going to do is just cut these flowers out, and I'm just going to stick them on in to the foam. Excuse me. And when I'm finished doing that, I'll come back with the finished product. Alrighty, crafters, we have come to the end. Our little Reagle royal looking wreath is ready to go. I glued the flowers in the center, and we've got all our pretty petals going, and now it's ready to go. I hope you all had a good time watching this video. I hope anybody who was wanting to learn how to make petals learned what they wanted to learn. And I hope you all have a blessed night. Thank you for watching, and give it a thumbs up. Have a great night. Thanks.